Join me as I take on the challenge of turning my kitchen scraps into nutrient-rich compost and see if I can really transform trash into treasure. Composting is a game changer. It's a way to reduce waste, enrich our soil, and create a more sustainable future. By transforming our food scraps and yard waste into nutrient-rich compost, we can reduce our environmental footprint and create a healthier planet. When we talk about food waste, the statistics are staggering. Did you know that nearly 40% of food produced in the United States goes uneaten? That's like throwing away 40% of your grocery budget. Not only is this a waste of resources, but it also has a significant environmental impact. Food waste decomposes in landfills, producing methane, a potent greenhouse gas. On top of that, the production, transportation, and storage of uneaten food require massive amounts of energy and water. The environmental impact of food waste is undeniable. In the US alone, food waste is responsible for around 170 million metric tons of greenhouse gas emissions each year. That's equivalent to the emissions from 33 million cars. But here's the thing, we have the power to change this. By composting our food scraps, we can divert them from landfills, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and create a nutrient-rich soil amendment that supports healthy plant growth. So what can we compost? The list is longer than you might think. In addition to food scraps like fruit and veggie peels, coffee grounds, and tea bags, we can also compost yard waste like leaves, grass clippings, and shredded newspaper. Even old cardboard, paper towels, and cotton fabrics can be added to the mix. And the best part? It's easy to get started. To set up a compost bin, you'll need a few simple materials: a bin or container, some brown materials like leaves or shredded newspaper, and some green materials like food scraps or grass clippings. Start by adding a 4 to 6 inch layer of brown materials to the bottom of your bin, followed by a layer of green materials. Repeat this process, ending with a layer of brown materials on top. As you add materials, be sure to mix them together to create a nice blend. And don't forget to add some water. The mixture should be moist, like a damp sponge. As you maintain your compost bin, there are a few things to keep in mind. Make sure to turn the pile every few weeks to aerate it and speed up the decomposition process. You should also monitor the temperature. A healthy compost pile should reach temperatures of 130 degrees. And don't worry if you notice some funky smells. That's just a sign that the composting process is hard at work. I want to share a story that really drives home the impact of composting. A few years ago, a community in California implemented a citywide composting program. Within just a few months, they had diverted over 50% of their food waste from landfills and created over 10,000 tons of nutrient-rich compost. But here's the most impressive part. This program also created jobs, stimulated the local economy, and even helped to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. The benefits of composting are clear. By transforming our food scraps and yard waste into nutrient-rich compost, we can reduce waste, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and create a healthier planet. So what are you waiting for? Start composting today and join the movement towards a more sustainable future. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear about your composting experiences in the comments below. If you're interested in learning more about sustainable living, be sure to check out my next video, where I'll be exploring the benefits of reducing single-use plastics.